chimes. I can't see them when we're both on, but I've moved my chimes.
Oh, lovely. How beautiful. Mine fell apart. I've got to put them back together.
Oh, you can get them off Gary. If anyone wants some of these beautiful chimes, I know just where to get them. They're just amazing.
Well, I guess mine were made by primary school kids, so I can forgive
Oh,
them.
nice. Well, so good evening, everybody. We'll just wait for Facebook to catch up on us and join us, so you can all join us. And in the meantime, I might just have a little bit of, mixing the energy. My beautiful bowl. So we are all about raising our frequencies, and tonight we're raising it through sound. Actually, right at the moment, I was reading an interesting article today on what they've done with frequency, with the sound frequency and things like cancer, and very amazing. And I have heard, I have known that different frequencies, when they are played, can have an amazing effect on our body. So, and then my friend sent me through something about the didgeridoos and how they can have this amazing sound for healing as well. So, do you like didgeridoos?
Oh, absolutely, I do. I'm obviously, being Aboriginal Indigenous myself, I'm attracted to learning those sorts of things. I only found out actually when I was 16, so I always felt attracted but left out. So it was interesting, and I've always been drawn to those sorts of sound. My play is pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just noticed though. Sorry to change the subject. You're wearing my necklace.
Yes, I was wearing it this morning too. Look at this gorgeous necklace. You just excuse us while we ramble on. We will include you all still, but we like to have a bit of banter and catch up on each other. Yes, this is my beautiful necklace she made, and it goes really nice with this jumper. So I've had it on all day, Tiff. So it's good vibes. Talking about high frequency, good vibes in a necklace. Yeah. So I didn't actually realise that you were you had Aboriginal genealogy. Is that what you say? So maybe on that conversation we were having earlier, you might like to say a bit of an acknowledgement about our conversation on today being a sorry day.
Yes, it is Sorry Day. It's a very controversial sort of subject, isn't it? Because, a lot of the Indigenous peoples still don't feel that it's been completely honoured in ways, I guess, and others feel like it's been pressed too much in certain areas. But obviously, forgiveness and apology are a very essential part of a life. Whether it be you're forgiving because someone is sorry, or whether you need to forgive when someone isn't sorry, for your own inner health and sake, stuff like that. So I think it's very important to just acknowledge, when we talk about apologies, that it always comes with pain, and that it's important to acknowledge that pain and not acknowledge its existence, but grow from it. So, yeah, that's sort of my perception of the situation, I guess.
Well, it's really complex, isn't it? And I think, I mean, we could rabbit on for quite a while because it is a very heavy duty scenario that has particularly gone on in Australia here. Today is Sorry Day, and it got us, Tiff and I, thinking about, acknowledging the traditional elders of our land, and also acknowledging the hurts, the devastation, things have changed so much, and many are still living with a heavy heart. I'm feeling like led to say how important it is that we let go of our old hurts and come to, now the word reconciliation in Australia has been bandied around a fair bit, but I don't know that we've really nailed it on the head. A lot of it is talk, and a lot of it is I mean, I guess it's complex because we weren't around in the time when all that destruction and devastation was happening, but we are still living with the consequences of it. And true healing really comes when we do understand what forgiveness is. And, if I had a part of anything in the past, I think I'd be feeling pretty sorry for myself, no matter which side of the coin things were on. So
it's interesting you say that about the sides of the coin, because obviously I'm a very English Indigenous person. So like my personal history has been both sides of that, where I've had to honour not only my Indigenous roots that I've had to learn about in my more recent life, but also I have a very extensive English history in Australia. My children are ninth generation since my family migrated on that side. So it's really interesting to sort of find ways to contemplate both sides of that and move forward in a constructive way.
Absolutely. So, and one of the themes that we've been embroiled in this week is change, and
be the change.
Being the change. And what does change mean for you, and how how do you find change? Because change is unsettling, and we don't, stepping into the unknown. What about, those of us who stay, and I've experienced this, stayed in a situation that you're not happy with because the idea of change, you didn't know where to go, you didn't know how to instigate it, or you felt you were communicating, you wanted change and people weren't listening. How do you assert yourself without getting, too aggro, or how do you assert yourself so that you're being heard? So my question tonight is, feed into this conversation, anybody who is tuning in, because we love conversations. We don't just get on here to, pull cards and give readings. That is definitely a big part of what we do. But we like to invoke deeper thinking, and we like to kind of shake things up a little bit so that all of you people who are tuning in and part of this tonight become part of the discussion. So let's know, do you find change easy? Do you find going with the flow easy? Tiff and I and Zeet, who's on here tonight, and a few of us have just started up an intention success circle. And that's all around us laying our intentions out for what we want to bring towards us, and laying our intentions out about what we need to do for that inner transformation and that change. Now, I don't know, Tiff, whether you felt whether you have felt a difference this week, but I certainly have, and some interesting connections have been happening for me. I've been meeting some interesting people, and I just feel like there's a lot more flow. And, I've spent time in the garden. I've just been a lot more relaxed. But what I've found, things come towards you when you are in that flow, and when you stop the push and stop the rush and step into that rhythm.
Absolutely. I've definitely felt this week too. I've had a pretty productive week behind the scenes, which is of the kind of productive stuff that I usually hate most. So that's a pretty big thing for me. But yeah, I find too that when you're looking for the abundance, it's easier to find than when you're constantly kicking yourself and I should do this or I should do that, and change it to like I've got this or I deserve this.
And yes, and that's what we often talk about. And thanks, Melissa, for moving in, for joining the conversation. Hello, Tracy, and anybody who's joining us, please don't be shy. Please join in the conversation. Tell us what's happening for you in your world. Is change easy? Can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive others? Who's stuck in that groove and finding that they don't know how to break beyond that embryo, or that I feel like there's in an embryo, like in a placenta, and you can't get out. Let me know if anyone's feeling that way. And Carolyn Thomas is saying, may I have a general future reading, please? I'm a person to go with the flow. I hate confrontation. So yes, let's know who would like to have a reading. And thank you for sharing, Carolyn. It's always nice to pass the love on, and let us know where you're streaming from, because I'm streaming into 3 different places tonight, and it's always nice to connect with people. So what happens tonight, for those of you who have not joined Tiff and I, generally this is what happens. Tiff will pull out some cards and I will talk about some oils, and we'll have a good old time. Okay, where are we going? Carolyn, and I will write a few names down.
So how do you find change, Kay? What happens, what do you do to help motivate yourself if you're feeling resistant, blockages and things going on in your life?
That's a really good question. Someone asked me something today. How do you find, do you unfalter in yourself, and how do you get yourself back there when you have? And I just said, well, we do what we normally do, all this transformational stuff. And she said, but that's taken us years and years and years and years. So for me, what I would be doing if I started getting stressed inside and if I started feeling anxious, well, one of the first things I do is grab an oil. Surprise, surprise. So my go-to would be Valor oil. And any other oils that I feel, just something uplifting and refreshing. But I would also take myself outside and go for a walk in the garden, or go for a walk down the beach, or just give myself a bit of time to think about things, because often we want change, and I see it in other people when you listen to what's going on, and they're expecting everyone else around them to change. But really, the first port of call is for us to realize that the only point of power is within us. So if you want change, you have to change. You can't expect other people to change. That's
can't give your power away.
Yeah. And then what else I would do, Tiffy, is I do a lot of drawing and I do visioning. So when I do vision quests, or, at the start of the year, when I'm thinking, now, what do I want to come into my life this year? I will sit down and start thinking about how I want to feel is really important to me. And then I will draw symbols. I remember a few years ago I was, really struggling financially and in all areas of my life. So my drawing had all these gold coins all around it. And that was, to me, was symbolic of money coming in, or riches, gold things coming into my life. And I also had to change how I was thinking, because I used to think if you got so much money, that's not a good thing. I feel very differently about that these days. If you've got money, that means you can bless other people with your abundance.
Actually incredible how much your mindset can impact even things like finances, honestly. People think it's crazy sometimes, but yes, and I agree with a lot of the things that you've said there too.
Yes. So, and one of the main, I'll just hit another chord. When I needed to get out of what I was doing, I had to stop myself. I had to consciously make a decision that those negative thoughts or those negative feelings needed to be transformed. So you've got to change your belief system by changing your words, by changing your thinking. And when your thinking changes, everything changes. It's rather beautiful.
That's right. Yeah.
So, Carolyn, can you read these comments, Tiffy?
I do have the comments. Yep. So I have a few cards ready for her as well.
Yep.
So Caroline, I'm getting that a lot of good, loving, light, healing energy around you at the moment. I feel like you've been working really hard towards something and putting a lot of intention to it, and that is absolutely coming your way. There's a lot of new love, new blessings, and a lot of shedding of old things that no longer serve you. Exciting. I'm excited to see that for you.
Beautiful. So speaking while calm is far more productive, but talking about the mass change, that becomes difficult. And it is in the speaking, it is in the communication, it is in, how do we, these days I even there, I do my best to eliminate the word try. Um, I've had to consciously change how I express things. So that what you would do is slow yourself down and give yourself time to really integrate what it is that you want, that you want to speak about, because too often we fly off the handle, and we're not really listening to our inner voice when we're doing that. We're just reacting from our gut, really. So, Carolyn, the oil that I've got for you is Live with Passion. Eliminates emotional blocks, it regains your zest for life, and it fosters an optimistic attitude. And there's a reminder for you to enjoy your destiny. So, Live with Passion is a beautiful oil that helps you to spark that, that desire for passion. And what I love about these oils is that they just give us the transformation we need without the hard work most of the time. Yes, you've got to think about your mindset, but it's like I don't know, it's like having,
like on Mario.
I know, you just open the oil, smell an oil, and you kind of go, oh, I've got a shift in energy. And you spoke about that the other day, didn't you, Tiff? You just smell an oil and you just, all of a sudden there's this subtle yet powerful shift in your outlook, really.
It's great. And you feel like, once you get really attuned to it, you can really feel like different parts of like your mind and body being activated. My favorite in particular is the Genius from the Seedlings collection. Honestly,
yes.
Every time I smell it, it's like something in here is just like, hello.
Well, the Genius would have the oils that are going to stimulate the neurons in your brain. So that's why you're going, ooh, like this, and that's what happens when we smell an oil. The smell goes through the receptors in our nose, travels up through our limbic system, and releases what is no longer serving us. So once we release all that stuff in there, we can then bring new things into our consciousness. So, Carolyn, thank you for your feedback. Needed the uplifting blessings. Now, you come from South Africa, so if you are interested in grabbing some oils from South Africa, you can go to my website and you can just put in your cart what you want, or you can book a session with me and have a conversation, and we will nail what oils are going to work for you, and you can have them shipped very quickly to your door. And what have we got here? Live your passion, energizing, great connection with your destiny, and inspires your passion and zest for life. It ignites your optimism and your enthusiasm for creating your goals and dreams. So it helps you to navigate positivity. And here it's talking about clearing old baggage, keep an open heart, and drive you to delve into your personal development as your pathway forward is flawless. So, Carolyn, you are really being given a message there that I hope you take and walk with, because and I just love how that card just links into this conversation very beautifully that we have started here tonight. So let us know. We've got Rosie Miller here. Let's do Rosie. And then we have Missy. Hi, Missy. How are you, darling? Let's know if you'd like a card, an oil card, and a little special message. Now, who else was there back here? I'm going to write some names down. Tracy Wilkinson. Well, Tiffy is doing her little magic over there in the magic corner. And Lee, is it Lee or Leah Verrill? So, Lee Verrill.
So lovely, Rosie. I'm getting that there's like new things on your horizon, and perhaps you're feeling a little bit unsure about how involved, perhaps maybe that you should get around this situation, or maybe there's like people involved that you're not super keen on. Either way, you're being reassured that everything is okay. there's a lot of protecting energy around you, and that things are going to work out in a beautiful way. And you, as soon as you sort of step into that accepting energy, you're going to find that you're going to have like a weight lifted from your shoulders, carrying perhaps something that you don't really need to. And the best way forward for you is to just sort of let it go and work with an open heart.
Oh, and I know the oil that I wanted to grab for you, I can't find it, but the oil for you, Rosie, would be acceptance of your situation. And it just goes hand in hand with that beautiful reading that Tiffy gave you. Let me see. I'm going to shuffle the deck, though, and we'll see what comes up for you. And I've got Believe. Now, this is a beautiful blend. I love Believe. If you are down and out, if you doubt yourself, if you think that you don't deserve things, if you don't think that you're very strong, if you're feeling down and out, Believe is a beautiful blend. And look at this. This is a brand new blend. I think I got this free in last month's Essential Rewards. I got this beautiful oil called Believe for free. So
can you believe it?
Can you believe that? I can, because I did, and I manifested it. And how did I manifest it? Because I've been working on manifesting more income in my life. I've been working on manifesting, designing my life around what I want to do and how I want to live. And you know what? It's working. And that's because I created a whole new way of thinking, and I became open to receive. So there you go, Rosie. I kind of got on my little high horse there for you.
It was so much fun. A wonder to not only see it but be a part of it. So I think you deserve a moment.
And we've got Tracy. And by the way, thank you. Hey, beautiful Jess Miller. Oilerific ladies. I like that. Oilerific.
I'm still laughing about the that you're building. It's cracking me up. Mount Olympus instead of Olympus. So good.
Olympus, I like it. So are you still here, lovely Tracy? Let's know if you are still here, because we are going to move on to you. So Rosie, yeah, so reach out, grab yourself an oil. Come on. You know, I get impatient because I just want everyone to just, you know, be like a sparkler and get a little a match or a lighter or something and light the end of that light that's inside you, and you just add a bit of spark or a bit of electrical energy to that, and you'll start buzzing away like a little you know, like a little flame that turns into a nice warm fire, and then turns into a
whoops, there goes
turns into a hurricane, but a hurricane of goodness. Sorry, I'd cut you off there.
Oh no, you're right. I was just playing.
Oh, true. I promise as soon as I can, I will be buying some. Oh, good on you, Rosie. I love it.
So, Tracy, I'm very, very sorry to this, by the way.
Trace, are you here? Trace or Lee, please let us know if you are still here. And Danny B loves your jumper, Tiffy. So what have you got on your jumper? You wore that today,
yeah,
didn't you?
Nice.
Nice.
Actually, be healthy, be smoke free. So
oh, okay.
Yay. Oh, the company name on the back. I don't remember who it was. Hang on, what we got?
Something. Commit to quit. I support.
There we go.
These. Oh, awesome! Yay! And that's a good move. That is, there you go. Danny B's saying beautiful. So are you're Missy, who's one of our readers, and thanks for your beautiful compliment. Back here, I just have to tell Tiff, because she misses these comments, and because she said something. Hi, lovelies. I just love your show. It's my favorite. So thank you. That is very beautiful. Yay, Danny. Missy. So yeah, let's know if you want a reading. All right, we're going to go to Lee here. And Lee was saying you've got some sadness around you, Lee. And
I can tell.
I'm sorry if it still is Leah. I'm used to a H at the end of Leah. Well, I've got a niece, Leah. I love the name, actually. and Melissa Ritter. Let's know if are you still hanging around. So Tracy, who are we doing? We've done Tracy.
Leo, is that who we're doing?
Yep.
Cool, because Leo, as you need to surrender your control. You just need to release that old anger and resentment. Funny, that's today's conversation. And stop trying so hard to really just like micromanage the things around you that you don't really need to. Once you find that you release that energy and you release that, your wishes are going to start to come true. You're going to attract your desires and doors are going to open for you. Take some deep breaths, do a bit of cleansing, sit with yourself, maybe ask yourself why whatever's bothering you bothers you, or why you feel the need to control certain things in your life. Because sometimes once you just break it down to those simple sorts of whys, you can really just go, oh, actually, there's nothing, and I'm going to let that go. And that's when you have more room in your life for the things that are going to benefit you.
Fantastic. Now, I've just been called to pull out my forgiveness, and let's all do a bit of a process in the name of forgiveness, seeing as that has been our conversation, or part of our threaded in our conversation. So forgiveness is a beautiful oil that I would drop some on my hand. I would activate it 3 times, and normally I'm going to be normal. So Tiffy's doing the smell it. Well, you're getting some get down and get personal about how we use our oils. And I love it. And I love it because I smelt that 3 times, and each time I smelt it, it became stronger and stronger. But forgiveness, you can rub on your tummy, or you can rub it on your heart to help release the energy of forgiveness. And just for those of you tuning in, just sit with yourself, and is there something you've got in your life that you need to forgive yourself about? Because just remember that every experience, and even our reactions or our responses, when we look back, we might be thinking, oh my goodness, I could have done this or I could have done that. Well, you could have, but you didn't. So just let's accept what happened. But we do have the point of power is, where do we go from here? What is the next? How are you going to move forward in the future? And when we are sitting in that energy of resentment, it is not a healthy energy to be in when you want good relationships and you want to attract the right people into your world.
So, I love the forgiveness oil. It's one of my favorites, being part of the feelings kit, which obviously helped change my life. And I'm not sure if you remember when I was going through my feelings kit experience, that forgiveness was one of the steps that I really struggled with. And sometimes the difficult thing about that is what I found anyway, is that you need to accept the fact that at the time your feelings were justified, and that's okay. You don't need, I could have acted better. No, you acted exactly how you needed to act at the time, and now move forward and grow. And after that, I made that realization, that particular step in the feelings protocol became a lot easier as well. And my liver didn't hurt so much.
Oh, that's interesting. So we store our emotions in the organs in our body. So as we release them, we're actually giving ourselves the love and the chance at vitality that we really need. Otherwise, stuck in that old energy is no good for anybody. And moving forward is not necessarily going to be easy, but it's forward. It's rather than being stuck in that old energy. So Leah, I hope that helped you. And the card that I've pulled for you, or the blend, is highest potential. Now, I just love this oil. It protects the energy field. It's good for decision making, and it eradicates any of those feelings of I am useless. Uselessness. So here is highest potential. Beautiful oil. So it's going to help you to reverse any negativity you have about yourself, and it's going to help you step into your ability to realize that I'm here with this amazing potential, and why would I want to hold back? So that is the blend that I've chosen for you.
Helps
all the
reduce the need to let others influence your ideas and decisions, which is obviously like our outer influences can, you know, be a bit of a downer. I don't know. Sometimes I'm listening to them too much.
yeah.
So that's cool.
Oh, so look, if anybody would like a half an hour consultation, I've actually updated my what have I got? What is it? My Calendly link, and I've put it in the post above. So come and have book in for a half hour reading with me, or a half hour chat if you are interested, if you're seriously interested in creating change, and I will give you a half hour session on what oils or supplements or whatever. If you're ready to invest in yourself and take some steps towards that change you want, reach out and let me know.
If you're on the mobile, you can just swipe your comments to the side to the overview, and it'll be in the write up there.
Oh, okay. There you go. Or just send me an email. We're easy to find. Come and friend request us. This is Tiffanie Hicks up here, and I'm Kay Hamilton. So you can come and find us on Facebook. Yeah, do that. What do they do on
Reminds
Instagram?
me of the it always makes me think of like the Wheel of Fortune, the letter A.
Absolutely. Sometimes I have a giggle. I learned how to do reels this week, everyone. I'm pretty excited because I got 500 looks at my reel, and so that's why I'm on cloud 500.
It is a good reel. Like, you know, my grandma can barely text, so like props to you. That was that's an excellent reel.
And what about yours though? Cooking with Tiffy's cooking. What was it? Like a spaghetti bolognese and putting orange oil
spaghetti.
in it.
Yeah, grandma's spaghetti is so good.
Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Okay, now let's concentrate on Missy. We can't have too much fun. Yes, we can. Of course we can. Here, ta-da. Lead segue into Missy. I've got the oil.
I've got the oil. So, Missy, you're really being asked to focus on uplifting your thoughts and making sure that you're attracting what you desire, because when we let ourselves get down, sometimes we can accidentally attract not abundance. Everything is like, I'm getting a lot of the end of the fall here. It was the time that we're in. So we've got the fall. It's time for you to really make sure that you like are reaping the harvests of like all of your hard work and not overlooking things, and making sure that you're welcoming yourself to love and stuff. Explore, reconnect, and really just make sure that you're giving yourself that self-love.
Oh, I love that, because I've pulled out the Hope blend. This is Hope oil. And once again, total confirmation for you, Missy. So Hope it's uplifting for the spirit and helps remove those dark thoughts of hopelessness. And then it goes on to say it helps reveal and heal your lack of respect towards yourself and others, and aids you taking in responsibility for your thoughts and actions. You know, I love it because it's just an expansion of the conversation that we've stepped into today. Hope is stabilizing and grounding and helps you regain your inner strength and salvage your life's visions, returning you to your happy place when you'd given up a bit of hope. So you might be having a little bit of unsurety about where things are going for you. That's the word that comes to me for you. It will bring positive emotions in faith, gratitude, and acceptance, and help you see what you were turning a blind eye to and not addressing within yourself and your own lifestyle. Excellent for moving forward when overwhelmed by life's stress and helps you make practical decisions necessary for new beginnings. So maybe there's something you've got to do, some shift and change, because it feels like there's a bit of contraction going on, and some hope, or some of these oils are going to just help you when you get them. I love it. Is going to help you open up and step into that full flourish of your power and potential. I'll have a gallon. A gallon? What does that one mean?
A gallon, I'm guessing.
A gallon. Ah, very good. See, Tiffy's
We
very
all
good.
will, please. Because my dictionary on my phone is broken. It's like a new mind game. It's really good.
Okay.
Keeps me really healthy.
Beautiful. So I love it. Now, the thing is, Missy, with these oils, because they're pure, you actually don't need a gallon. You just need a drop. That's the beauty. This beautiful little bottle will last you for ages, unless you get really excited like Tiffy does. And she, they're gone. So, yeah.
I won't lie.
Lovely. So, and what Jess Miller, she always gives us some great information. Get out of the depressed groove that life seems to be in a never-ending loop of one world health crisis after another. Yeah, I'm over the crisis. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, should I? Anyway.
What else do we do?
Yeah, what else can you do? Now I'm just going to get Jade. Are you still here? Jade McGuire, Sarah Houston, Lisa Merchant. I've kind of lost track of things, and Charlie Dingley. So after a while, I just get to a point where I say, just let me know if you're here again, and we will, if you are still here. And I laugh and oil up. Yeah, I've got this saying, yes, oil up, oil right, so if in doubt, get an oil out. So, oh dear. So you know what that's about anyway, don't you? So we're waiting for Jade, Sarah, Lisa, or Charlie, or anybody else who is still in the house here who would like an oil and a card. And this is a tongue twister. Follow-roon show. We're great. Jess, I can just see Jess and I chatted last night on the phone and had a good catch up. So that was really nice. So let's pull one for Jess then, because we know that she's always up for one. So we want just confirmation of anybody who's here. Let's see what's happening. Inspiration. I'm aligned with my unlimited creativity, and it flows through me with ease. I love that. And actually, when I talk to Jess, I always get inspiration. So it feels like she's a power of inspiration. There's so much, Jess has got so many interests and so much to offer. It's mind-blowing.
Which is interesting, because I got the do some research before proceeding, which can often mean like, new creative ideas are on your way, and that it's the skill expanding and stuff. But I've also gotten to make sure that you're getting enough rest, because sometimes when we've got too many things on the ball, we get excited. And I do know that the full moon had a little bit of a whoopsie up in your sleeping habit, because that fire twirling was on point. But yeah, we need to make sure we're getting, if you're not sleeping, at least resting at some point.
Go to bed early, Jess. Don't sit up and talk to Kay all night. That's Missy's saying, how do we buy them? Let's have a conversation. Let's do you want to talk to me in 20 minutes or tomorrow? Let's have a conversation, because I really like to talk to people and nail it. What is it that is going to work for you? We've got some great suggestions, but I like to have a conversation so we can make sure that you have your needs fulfilled in what you would like to, what oils you'd like. So let me know, Missy. I'd love to have a chat with you. And here's trouble, Sarah Millie. Hello, darling. And she's not trouble at all, but she's just beautiful. So I'm going to pull an oil card for you, because everyone's gone a bit quiet. I think we must have been talking a little bit deeply, and people aren't getting quick snap answers. Oh, look, and there's Tiffy saying join our oils group. So we have a group, and it's called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. And Yes, Danny, I have a website. Which can you see it scrolling? Even though I'll type it in, and you can have a scroll. And if you are interested in having a conversation, you can. Or no, that's not my website. I've done it wrong. You're not in trouble. Not at all. I had a rough few days. Oh, darling, we'll have to see if we can give you some love. Sorry, the monkeys come out in me tonight. And that's just the joy factor of having a good week. There is my proper website, Missy. So who are we doing? We're doing Sarah. Do you want to cards? Who are we going to? Sarah, still waiting for Sarah Houstian, Lisa, and Charlie Dingley. But I know Sarah likes the card. So let's go with her because I know she's still here.
So Sarah, you have a lot of personal healing powers, and it's important to make sure that you give more than you give out, and that it's not selfish. Sometimes you make sure that you're protecting your own energy as well, because when you exert yourself, sometimes it falls upon, I want to say empty ears, but that's not exactly what I mean. There are some really positive, life-changing things coming into your life. There's a one part finishing and a new, even better part beginning. So just keep up that love, keep on keeping on, and you're going to be so proud that you did, because the outcomes are going to absolutely outweigh all of these hard times that you're experiencing.
Okay, and I've got clarity. I already have the answers inside of me, and they come to me with ease. So is there some things that you want to get clear on at the moment? And the words are, there's a bit of fog in the way. It increases your mental alertness, improves your concentration, and relieves confusion, uncertainty, and fatigue. So if you've been overdoing it, grab some clarity. It's emotionally balancing, helping you with shock, trauma, guilt, and repressed feelings. Excellent for drowsiness, especially if you're a night worker, a long-haul truckie, or a competitive sports player, because it intensifies your mental alertness and energy. Brings your mind and spirit the clarity and focus needed to embrace change and learn on a new level. And there you go. So our conversation earlier on was around change and how we cope with change. My bet is, Sarah, you probably actually love change, but it can also be really overwhelming as well, because I think you're very right brain, and lots of ideas and lots of possibilities come in. And when too many come in, that's when overload happens and overwhelm. So clarity or peppermint oil or some basil is going to be a beautiful thing for you to embrace. Now we have got time for some more people, so let's know. If not, if we don't, I was just thinking, let me just do some thinking, because maybe I could do a bit of a meditation if people would like that. Oh, I'd love to air dirty laundry, hence the tough days. I'm holding on to a lot of shite from someone and their behaviours. It's exhausting. I think people need those at my workings. I do love change. Yes, I knew you would. And good evening, Mama G. How are you, darling? Yes, so clarity oil, and that's going to help us all. But let's know. We could do a little bit of an earth healing and meditation. If a few people are interested in doing a little bit of that, we could go down that track. Or if you would like some cards pulled, let us know. Look at my beautiful bowl.
Always love those beautiful chimes.
They're beautiful. I'm due for an oil shopping spree. Meditation sounds perfect. Beautiful. My friend Gary makes these gorgeous chimes up here. And this beautiful bowl comes from Bali. I was over there a few years ago. And it's hand beaten from the locals in Bali.
It's beautiful.
So Sarah's saying, yes, let's have a bit of a meditation. So Sarah loves her mama. So we've got a mama and a daughter here. I love that when that happens. So how about you all grab an oil if you've got an oil, and if you haven't, tune into a smell, an aroma that makes you feel calm and peaceful.
I'm going to grab my forgiveness again.
Yes, nice. I wish I had my rose with me, but I'm going to grab my harmony. So just through the breath, give yourself a nice big release. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you breathe out, give yourself a big opening so that you can let go of anything that's not serving you. And there's a lot of energy that's been around, particularly in this last week. Energy of change, energy of frustration, energy of uncertainty. And we're just going to let all that go. And as you let that go, you're going to breathe in some fresh positivity, a new way forward. Tuning in to those who are around you near and far. Swirling in the circling energy of love. Imagine that we're all in a big circle of light, connected in our energy for soul expansion. Imagine your feet on the ground, digging roots deep into the earth. And in your hands is an energetic, holographic globe. Put your hands around the globe and see if you can feel its energy. And as we breathe, we become one with all souls, united in the thread of love. Anything that is not love is not in our energy tonight. For we are invoking the protection of love, peace, harmony through ease, joy, and grace. We thank Mother Earth, who has put up with so much change from us here on the earth, and yet still sustains us each day through the earth under our feet, through the energies of all who are here sustaining us, working together. Let's expand our sense of harmony, our sense of possibility, and bring in some joy as we dance around the globe, raising our vibrations, touching hearts with everyone. Take a deep breath and come back into your body. Be gentle with yourself and allow your heart to expand as you come deeper and deeper within your body. Feel the joys rise, feel the peace, feel the calm, and feel the connectedness. And we have Karen Gibbons, who's just joined us in the middle of that. Oh, thanks, Missy. It's always nice to know that there's, a collective of energy. Years ago, not years ago, it is years ago, I used to do a weekly online meditation, and I never knew what I was going to do, and it was great. So many people really loved it. And the other day I thought, well, if we've got time up our sleeve, we could do a little process together. Sarah Les telling us, sharing, the word harmony has been coming up for me a lot in the past 2 weeks. My best friend who passed away from a sudden brain aneurysm, her name was Harmony. 6 years ago she passed. She must be sending signs. She is here for and with me at the moment. That's beautiful, Sarah. Thanks for that beautiful sharing there. And beautiful, thanks, Jess. Thank you, very important. We certainly do need community. And Missy, gorgeous, thank you both for holding space so beautifully. So for anybody who has enjoyed this evening, let me know. We've still got a few more minutes up our sleeve. We've been coming and going. Let us know if you would like a personal message, but I will also encourage you to come and find us in Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. And if you would like to book a session with me, you can.
And if you do want oils, now is a great time to do it, actually.
Oh, yes. Go over to you, Tiff. Come on, take it
We
on.
have some great sale on at the moment. There's a few of our amazing ranges that have got some really incredible discounts, and we also have free postage.
I know.
I love free postage. It's my favorite.
And our wellness oils, it occurred to me today. I did write an email to people today, and it occurred to me, if you have not got your wellness oils in your cupboard, just in case, or if you are not using oils to support your wellness, what's going on, Oh, Tiffy's got her wellness oil collection. But anyway, there's some on special as well.
Yes. Top it up.
Show us. Open the kit. Show everyone what's in it. Some great oils.
I've got a few extras in there, but such beautiful oils and a groovy little ring card kit that you can pull, and there's some beautiful information in there about traditional aromatherapy use.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So all of the oils in our wellness kit have been traditionally used in aromatherapy for so many things. Okay, we have got Rosa Rosa's come to life and Judy Williams. Let's go with Rosa Rosa. Rosa, and you love roses. Do you love rose oil? Even our rose oil is 10% off. Amazing. 10% off rose oil is a lot of money. Hi, Diane.
Oh. So Rosa, I'm getting that you need to have a little bit of patience, and that maybe there's going to be a few unforeseen factors happening in life, but it's going to be okay. Everything's sort of walking through, as long as you sort of keep your cool, calm, level, responding, not reacting, that sort of thing. I'm getting a lot of energy around like children in your life, so perhaps it's a good for you to make sure you're connecting with the children around you, even getting ideas from them, because sometimes they can blow your mind. And reconnecting with nature, which also ties in with the children, because children are so naturally like scientists. The kids are in the mud, they're in the garden looking for fairies. Like, open up your physical doors, and that will every other kind of door that you were needing to open for you right now.
And I've got the blend called Release, and I didn't grab it before I could have done that, but anyway, I've got it sitting here somewhere. Where is my Release? Anyway, I know it's in. Oh yeah, Tiffy's got some. So release is an emotionally powerful blend of oils. Helps you to release and let go of a myriad of stored emotions from this and other lifetimes. So Rosa, it's talking about how good it is for energetic healers. So I don't know if you do healing work, but it's also good to release any emotions like anything that's come from abuse. You might have anger, grief, hate, rage, resentment, sorrow, or some of those, those emotions that bring you down and create this. I'm getting this heavy feeling and a contraction, a restriction. And when I'm doing this, my hands feel really, so there's some tension going on for you. And release instills calmness and peace when buried emotions are balanced and allows a freedom of your life to move forward from whatever was holding you back. It allows your mind, body, and spirit to return to equilibrium. So release is one that we put on our liver because we know that our emotions are stored in our body, in the cells of our body. And releases, I feel for you that you're holding yourself back in some way. And we have Judy Williams. Where are you, lovely Judy? There. Let's see what comes for you, Judy.
Judy. So, Judy, it is time for you to release any old anger, resentment, whatever it is you're holding for yourself or anybody around you. And it's really time for you to just let that all shed away and step into your true and authentic. You've got beautiful opportunities laid out in front of you, but you need to really tap into that personal power and really trust and follow through with those intuitions. You've got a lot of good energy around you, and there's messages coming your way. You just need to let yourself be open to receive them.
Nice. And I have got envision. So it's time for you to allow yourself to see what you need to see, to focus on. And you need to focus on your vision. What vision do you have for yourself? Are you creating your vision? Are you dedicated to pulling the vision in of what you want to attract into your life? It stimulates your creative and intuitive abilities and encourages renewed faith in your future endeavors. So you're really being asked to awaken, those things within you and move on from what's hindering you. So it's going to help you renew your focus, instill your strength to achieve your necessary dreams, strength necessary to achieve your dreams. It allows you to trust your visualizations and act on them so you can move forward in a self-assured direction. So, Judy, are you having visions of things, and are you taking notice of them? And I feel very called these days to be saying to everyone, are you listening to your nudges? And the nudges, those divine nudges is what I call them, and they are there. They happen, they occur, because they're the messages that we need to take notice of. So I wonder, Judy, if you are doing that. And Sarah arrived later. We've already had the jumper show, Sarah, but Tiff has got this jumper on in lieu of Sorry Day and Be Healthy and Be Smoke Free. Now we need to get one of those with oil up, all right on it.
Yes.
And if you wanted to ditch a cigarette, have you tried putting, I don't know, anyway, I don't know, but a lot of people will put a drop of thieves on their tongue instead of having a cigarette. And after a while, the habits start to change. So anyone who's a smoker and wants to give up, there is a little tip for you all there. So the time has come to talk of many things, my grandfather would say. Anyway, the time has come for us to depart. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been nice and slow-paced, deep and meaningful, and let's hope we've put some good vibes out into your world and into the world of everybody. And we've got pouring rain here now, so it's a good time for me to jump off. Come and find us in Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. Ta-da, it's over from me, from my heart to yours.
Oil up and be happy.
Good on you. Woohoo! So thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful evening. We love you lots, and we're grateful that you joined us tonight. Thank you
you, guys.